Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. And today is a very special day because I'm really excited to be launching this mini live series that I'm going to be starting. And this is my way of staying in touch with you all. I know after the Miss Universe Nepal pageant, we all kind of went off our own ways, but I haven't been able to return back to Nepal yet. But while I'm still here in the States, I do want to stay connected with everyone, not just in Nepal, but around the world. And this is my way of staying connected with you all. And through this live series, every week on Sundays, I will be picking one supporter everyone who's been messaging me. I've been reading through all of your requests and all of your topics, and so I'll be picking one supporter each week, and they'll be joining me during these live sessions to talk about a topic of their choice. And the topics can range from anything. It can be something that's something personally that you want to talk about. It can be something that's more broad, that's related to current events. It can really be anything. And it's really an opportunity for me to continue to get to know about all the things that the youth of our generation, our times, our world cares about, what's on their mind, what's their thoughts. And it's also an opportunity for you all to have a platform to speak on, right? So for me, the biggest thing that I've learned and the biggest life lesson that I've learned that's so important to me is public speaking, being able to communicate my thoughts, my ideas and opinions, and being able to listen to other people's thoughts, ideas, and opinions, and kind of take that in and understand that our world is very diverse. And so this is just a live series where we'll be doing that. So I'm really excited. Again, like I said, everyone who's joining, please drop in the comment section all the locations that you're from. I want to know where everyone is tuning in from, because like I said, today's session is all about our experiences as youth living abroad. And even if you're not living abroad, even if you're from Kathmandu, I still want to hear about your experiences growing up in as a millennial or a Gen Zer, right? So drop in comments as we go. But I have a very special guest today. She has been messaging me throughout my entire journey, and I so appreciate her. And today I want to bring her on to talk about, well, this was her topic. She wanted to talk about her experience as a youth who was raised in Hong Kong. And her name is Soniya. So Soniya, let me pull you in to... We're waiting for her. But in the meantime, please everyone drop in the comments. Hi, Soniya.
Oh,
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Timika, you're in Hong Kong, eh?
अहिले चाहिँ म थाइल्यान्डमा छु.
Thailand. Oh, wow. Nice. So before we start, सबैलाई तिम्रो introduction देऊ मलाई पनि. I know we've been chatting, कति दिनसम्म है, कति महिनासम्म we've been chatting, but I don't think we've ever talked face to face. So first of all, thank you for joining me live session ma. You're my first guest and I'm really excited. So go ahead and give everyone your introduction. Timur naam, where you're from, what you do, your age, all of that.
Hello सबैजनालाई नमस्ते. म सोनिया घिसिङ. I'm from Nepal. तर म चाहिँ हङकङमा बसेको 5 years भइसक्यो. अहिले चाहिँ म थाइल्यान्डमा पढ्दैछु. And I'm 19 years old.
Yay! Don't be shy. एकदमै informally गर्ने आज हुन्छ. So I really appreciate you. Timle मलाई message गरेर तिमीले भन्यो, I really want to talk about, as a youth who lives abroad, हाम्रो experiences हरू भनेर. And for me, मलाई पनि this is something that, I think a lot of people will be able to connect on this. But मलाई पनि एकदमै कस्तो गाह्रो हुन्छ कहिलेकाहीँ because, हामी Nepali culture मा जन्म्यौं हुर्क्यौं हैन, and then घर आउँदाखेरि we're very Nepali. Our parents are very Nepali. अनि बाहिर जाँदाखेरि स्कुलमा कि काममा साथीहरुसँग it's a completely different culture, right? So it becomes really difficult, right? And so I really appreciate you for bringing this topic up because I think a lot of people can relate to this, especially myself. And so I guess I'll let you start off and kind of talk about किन तिमीले यो topic लिएर आयो हैन र किन के कुरा, what do you want to talk about specifically around this?
Mostly I want to talk about my own experience. मलाई चाहिँ अब हङकङमा जाँदाखेरि के difficulties भयो अनि मलाई के मैले नयाँ पाएँ नेपालबाट extra भनेर. So त्यही नै हो, mostly experience अनि मेरो struggle अनि not just mine, मेरो अरू साथीहरुको पनि.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Definitely. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. I mean, yeah, our live sessions, it's not that long. I know we plan on doing like 15 minutes max. I know, depending on how the conversation goes. But at Enma, we might also have a couple of question and answers if you feel comfortable answering them. I know. But let's check out the comments really quickly and see ko join गरा रहेछ के भन्नु भएको छ भनेर. So yes, sis, go for it, Sonia. So proud of you, Sonia. Much love. Hi, Sonia. Ooh.
Thank you, guys.
That's the girl from YouTube. YouTube? Timur YouTube channel, Hello. All right, we have lots of comments here. Like I said, everyone, please add them. Them international bhairaheko cha. Sonia's from Thailand, ma US bada. So everybody, please drop in the comments all the locations kaha bata herirahnu bhayeko cha bhanera, so we can also give you all a shout out. And also interactive. We want to make this as interactive as possible because both Sonia and I can relate to the fact that abroad raised bhako bhaera, there's a lot of difficulties that we go through. So if there's something that we don't talk about today that you all want to talk about, please drop it in the chat and we would love to hear from your side as well. From Hong Kong, Eliza Limbu.
Hi, Eliza. She's not.
And I also see a bunch of girls from Miss Universe Nepal. Hi, Sudati. Miss you, girl. All right. Okay, so I'm not going to take too much of your time, Sonia. Comments are mata akwai huncha. So first question for you. It's very simple, Aina. What was your experience as a young Nepalese that was raised in Hong Kong? You know, first of all, timi kaile Nepal bata, were you born and raised in Hong Kong or did you move to Nepal bata? Ani kaile move bhayo ra move bhaisake timro, when you were growing up, kasto थियो? How was your experience? I know, was it difficult? Like what experiences did you have pretty much?
So for me, मैले चाहिँ like 2016 मा हङकङ गएको, like when I was 15 years old. अनि म चाहिँ 9 क्लास पढेर गएको. So मैले एसएलसी दिएन अनि हङकङ गएर स्कुल खोज्नलाई चाहिँ it was not that difficult है. स्कुल भयो तर like मैले चाइनिज लेसन के चाइनिज ल्याङ्ग्वेज पढ्नु पर्थ्यो. अनि मैले चाइनिज ल्याङ्ग्वेज पास नभएसम्म चाहिँ मैले like युनिभर्सिटी नपाउने. So like that was the most challenge for me. अनि मैले चाहिँ
त्यहाँ गएको नै युनिभर्सिटी पढ्नलाई अनि that's like
high school.
Okay.
तर मसँग like 3 years मात्रै थियो मैले चाइनिज पढ्नको लागि.
Oh my gosh.
So like I couldn't.
Yeah.
अनि त्यही भएर चाहिँ मैले like डाइरेक्टली मैले ब्याचलर गर्नु पाइन. दो अरु सब्जेक्टहरुमा रिजल्ट राम्रै नै भए पनि चाइनिज नभएको भएर मैले अब डाइरेक्ट ब्याचलर चाहिँ गर्नु पाएन हङकङमा. त्यसैले नै म थाइल्यान्ड आएको खासमा.
Okay. So how is it in Thailand? Adjust like, is it difficult for you? I mean, so I think it's like you're still in the Asia continent, right? So how is that? Because I'm really curious to know, like Nepal but Asian continent ma or different countries how you express that bachelor's partner like Chinese partner you needed to know the language. So that's already one obstacle, that socially obstacles did you feel like you weren't able to fit in or this okay too?
No, त्यस्तो थिएन because like हङकङमा चाहिँ एकदमै वाइड नेपाली कम्युनिटी छ. So like I have so many friends, sisters अनि धेरै चिन्ने मान्छेहरु भएर त मलाई एकदमै हेल्प भयो हैन. अनि इनफ्याक्ट मलाई त हङकङमा नेपाल भन्दा बढी रमाइलो भयो. honest भने सबैजना नेपालीहरु अनि एकदम क्लोज फिल गराउनु भयो हैन, like home away from home. अनि हङकङमा पढ्न चाहिँ अझै नि झनै रमाइलो लाग्यो because like नेपालमा चाहिँ हामी मोस्टली थ्योरी पढ्छौं तर हङकङमा चाहिँ बहुत प्र्याक्टिकल र थ्योरी like सँगै पढेर झनै बढी एक्सपिरियन्स. अनि हामीले न जस्ट क्लासरुम बियोन्ड क्लासरुम पनि पढ्यौं नि त हङकङमा. सो त्यो चाहिँ मलाई बढी राम्रो लाग्यो. अनि त्यहाँ like there are so many नेपाली के हङकङमा. So chance of you feeling alone.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. It's so nice to see Nepal bata bahira pani kati like there's such a big Nepali community bhanera ke. And so मान्छेहरुले like when they think of like someone who was raised abroad, they think, oh, यो मान्छेलाई त नेपाली आउँदैन, बोल्न पनि आउँदैन, नेपाली ट्रेडिसन पनि थाहा हुँदैन भनेर. But actually मा like हामी US मा बसेर हङकङमा बसेर जहाँ भए पनि we're more नेपाली than नेपालमै बसेको नेपालीहरु जस्तो लाग्छ के मलाई है.
मलाई पनि लाइक म नेपालमा हुने बेला म बढी इङ्ग्लिस थिइन यो कल्चरको कुरामा. तर म हङकङमा पुगेपछि चाहिँ लाइक बढी लाइक थाहा पाएँ मैले मेरो कम्युनिटीको बारेमा, आफ्नो तामाङ कम्युनिटीको बारेमा. अनि इनफ्याक्ट मैले एकचोटि होस्ट पनि गरेको थिएँ लोसार.
वाउ.
चान्स चाहिँ मैले सायद नेपालमा भएको भए पाउँथिन होला तर हङकङमा गएर चाहिँ झनै चान्स पाएँ.
chance. Anikiri, you also, so talk a little bit about Amro, when we go abroad, we नेपालमै भइसकेपछि त नेपालमै भइरहन्छ हैन festivals like traditionsहरू, and so you almost kind of put it aside, you don't appreciate it as much हैन. So बाहिर गएपछि चाहिँ त्यो कस्तो appreciation आउँदो रहेछ हैन, तिमीलाई कस्तो लाग्यो त्यो कुरामा, like how do you feel about that?
यो लास्ट दशैंमा हो, लाइक नेपालमा हुने बेला त अब दशैंहरुमा पनि सबै ठुलो घरको ठुलो मान्छेहरूले गर्नुहुन्छ नि त. सो लाइक मलाई अस्तिको दशैंमा चाहिँ मलाई कस्तो लाइक एकदमै नेपाल मिस भएर मैले घरमा नै त्यो जमरा रोपेको के युट्युब हेर्दै. सो लाइक सबै बडी अप्रिसिएट हुँदो रहेछ. अनि झन् अहिले त म फ्यामिलीबाट नि टाढा आएँ नि त थाइल्यान्ड. अब चाहिँ इभन लाइक त्यो घरको खानाहरू पनि एकदमै मिस हुँदो रहेछ. इभन द स्पाइसेसहरू के.
Yeah, definitely. Ani actually ma you learn more about the culture, right? Because after तिमीले भन्यो नि YouTube मा गएर कि पढेर, अनि you almost have to feel like you're educated on what you're talking about, because मेरो पनि कति साथीहरू यहाँ अमेरिकामा छ हैन, they're obviously non-Nepaliहरू, अनि दशैं भइराछ हाम्रो भन्दाखेरि you need to explain to them from the beginning दशैं भनेको के हो, कहाँबाट सुरु भयो, कस्तो, what's the history, what's the background भनेर सबै बुझाउनु पर्छ के. So I feel like in a sense like बाहिर पढेको बाहिर हुर्केको नेपालीहरू we're more almost more Nepali जस्तो लाग्छ के मलाई. And so म नेपालमा जाँदाखेरि a lot of people were like, oh, like you probably don't know how to speak Nepali, you probably don't know the culture, and then I think people were shocked to see that like that's not the case. So I can totally relate to how people living abroad, I know, where we tend to educate ourselves more in our Nepali culture. Yeah, so that's really awesome. Okay, so I have a couple of other questions for you, Aina. We talked about your experience, Aina, Hong Kong ma. We talked about your schooling and also some of the misconceptions. I know. Are there any other misconceptions that people have of kids that are raised abroad outside of Nepal?
I think like मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ बाहिर रेज भयो, बच्चाहरू बाहिर रेज भयो भन्दैमा उनीहरूले चाहिँ बिग्रिन्छ भनेर सोच्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. बिकज लाइक बाहिर फ्रिडम हुन्छ नि त, उनीहरूले चाहिँ बिग्रिन्छ भनेर सोच्छ. बट आई थिङ्क द्याट्स टोटली फल्स होइन. किनभने इनफ्याक्ट मलाई लाग्छ बाहिर बस्यो भने दे नो द स्ट्रगल के. बिकज लाइक मेरो एक्सपिरियन्सबाट वेन आई वाज इन नेपाल मलाई लाग्थ्यो लाइक अर्निङ इज सो इजी, अब फोन गरेर पैसा पठाइदिनु भन्यो भयो होइन. तर लाइक वेन आई वेन्ट टु हङकङ देन आई न्यू लाइक ओ यसरी यस्तो काम गर्नु पर्दा रहेछ, अनि पो बल्ल पैसा आउँदो रहेछ. सो लाइक बडी अप्रिसिएट गर्नु जाने त्यो कुराहरू चाहिँ.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can totally relate to that too, because यहाँ पनि हाम्रो बाहिरबाट हेर्दाखेरि कस्तो राम्रो लाइफ, कस्तो धनी लाइफ लिभ गरिरहेछन् उनीहरू भने जस्तो देखिन्छ होइन. तर what people don't realize is that अमेरिकामा or outside anywhere होइन, everything is loaned out. क्या मेरो फोन पनि, I have an iPhone होइन, but I don't own it because अझै मैले पैसा तिरिरहेको छु नि त monthly basis होइन. I have a car but I don't own it होइन, अझै monthly तिरिरहेको छु. अनि भोलि मैले तिर्न सकिनँ भने त ब्याङ्कले लग्छ होइन. गाडी, घर, phone, everything that we own is on loan होइन. And so I think that's another misconception that people have is that बाहिर बस्यो भन्दैमा हामीले राम्रो राम्रो लुगा लगाउँछौँ, राम्रो राम्रो चिजहरू चलाउँछौँ, राम्रो घरमा बस्छौँ, but they don't realize that लोनमा लिएको हुन्छ होइन. अनि भोलि गएर कि पैसा तिर्न सकेन भने त सबै ब्याङ्कले लगिदिन्छ. So it's really it's really difficult, yeah, living abroad. And I think that totally you hit it right on the point that, you know, that is a huge misconception. And तर नेपालमा बसेको पनि it's really hard होइन. नेपालमै पनि one of the biggest challenges that I see is it's really hard for people who hold a bachelor's degree to find a job, you know? So that's why we go out and find these opportunities. But then people that go abroad, there's so much expectations that उनीहरूले पैसा पठाउँछ, उनीहरूले यस्तो गर्छ भनेर. So it's that balance is like missing, I feel like, है.
हजुर, किनभने लाइक इन्स्टाग्रामतिर त we only show what we choose to show नि त. अनि of course काम गरिरहेको त हाल्दैन. So like उनीहरूले चाहिँ easy money जस्तो लाग्छ.
Yeah, exactly. So let's check out some of the comments. Great, Sonia for Miss Nepal 2024. Do you have any? I know you're passionate about pageants. Do you have any? Are you planning or anything?
मैले चाहिँ like 2014 मा Little Miss World Nepal join गरेको थिएँ. Like I was just 12 years old. अनि त्यो बेला चाहिँ मैले Miss Talent जितेको थिएँ. त्यो पनि and I really had के plan म मिस नेपाल जान्छु भनेर यो इयरमा जान्छु भनेर, तर हाइटले धोका दियो.
Hey, well, you know, Miss Universe Nepal is open now. There's no height requirements. There's no requirements at all.
नेपाली त मिस युनिभर्समा भन्दै थियो I really
Well, yeah, well, you have a lot of time, and one advice that I would give is like if you're really serious about it, do practice, 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 right? Because I already see you are great at interviewing. I know the communication skills is really good, and that's really important. But just practice because people think that pageant majana like एकदमै सजिलो हुन्छ. You can just wake up and go भनेर, but it's not the case because everything that you do, the way you carry yourself, everything has to be so perfect, I know. And at the end of the day, it's a performance. I know it's a sport, it's a hobby. Just like basketball, you need to practice, practice, practice. Pageant you need to practice, practice, practice. I know. So I really hope to see you in the pageant world again. Little Miss Nepalma gako raisa bacha hunदाखेरि, I hope to see you again. And yeah, if you need any advice or any support, please reach out to me, and I would love to help out. um, Yes, कति तिम्रो you're getting a lot of support to go to Miss Nepal, हेर त encouragement. But again, it's up to you. So take your time. Okay, so last question for you. We're gonna run so 3 questions today. The last question for you is what message would you like to give to other peers that are living abroad? I know similar to you. Nepali culture, it doesn't have to be just people from the Nepali culture, but it can be anyone who's migrated away from their country. I know. What message would you like to give to them? And then 2 parts question. Second part is what message would you like to give to their parents?
So firstly चाहिँ म पेरेन्ट्सलाई के भन्छु भने लाइक बाहिर भए पनि आफ्नो बच्चाहरूलाई चाहिँ नेपाली कल्चर सिकाउनुहोस् भनेर हैन किनभने बाहिर एकदमै गाह्रो हुन्छ नेपाली र वेस्टर्न कल्चरहरुसँग मिक्स हुँदाखेरि त्यही भएर चाहिँ घरमा नै जो सिकाइरहनु अनि वहाँ पेरेन्ट्सहरूले पनि फलो गरिरहनु के ताकि लाइक बच्चाहरूले पनि सिक्न सक्छ अनि अर्को चाहिँ म के भन्न चाहन्छु भने लाइक टु द किड्स हैन उनीहरू बाहिर भइरहेको छ सो लाइक द्याट्स प्रिभिलेज नि त सो त्यसलाई चाहिँ एकदमै युटिलाइज गरेर राम्रो वेमा हिँड्ने कस्तो भने लाइक हङकङमा चाहिँ एउटा के मिसकन्सेप्सन छ भन्दाखेरि लाइक आई फिल भेरी ब्याड मैले सुन्ने बेलामा के लाइक आई हर्ड अदर पिपल टकिङ कि नेपालीहरू चाहिँ मोस्टली सेक्युरिटी कन्स्ट्रक्सन अनि हस्पिटालिटीमा मात्रै हुन्छ भनेर क्या सो लाइक that made me feel so bad हैन so like I want to say कि अबको युथहरुलाई चाहिँ because like youth are the hope of भन्छ नि त hope of the country so अब चाहिँ गएर maybe अब युथहरुले नयाँ चेन्ज ल्याउन सक्छ कि त्यही नै भन्न चाहन्छु यो मिसकन्सेप्सनहरु हटाउनलाई अनि अर्को चाहिँ मान्छेहरुले लर्न गर्न जति इजी हुन्छ नि कुराहरु सो अनलर्न गर्न चाहिँ झनै बढी गाह्रो हुन्छ के लाइक त्यो फलो गरिरहेको कुराहरु सो लाइक कतिवटा लाइक नेपाली सबै कुरा राइट हुन्छ भने पनि छैन नि त लाइक त्यो नेपाली खुट्टा तान्ने बानीहरु अरूले राम्रो गर्यो भने नगर भनेर नराम्रो भन्ने त्यस्तोहरु चाहिँ अलिकति आई थिंक हामी युथहरुले नै चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
Absolutely. Kosto, that was so beautiful, Sonia. I'm so impressed. Like 19 years old, I'm really, really impressed. And I'm so grateful that Timne joined Garyo Aja in a mirror session ma. And you were my first guest to, launch this Sunday with Sujita live mini live series. And you are getting a lot of support here, girl. Sonia from Miss Nepal for Prime Minister. Oh my God. You said such beautiful things. I think there was 3 things that you said that was really touching. One is, unlearning is very difficult. So we must go out and unlearn. And, the second was people have this misconception that Nepali people have hold only job titles in a certain industry. It's our job as a youth to break those barriers because we have been given that privilege to go abroad, get the education, get the resources, access to some resources or something. So using that, we need to break those barriers because Nepal people have, first of all, people don't know Nepal still, and that's a really sad thing. And second, when they think of people from Nepal, they think of very impoverished people, people stuck in certain industries. And so you're very right. It is our job as youth of today to break those barriers and to break those misconceptions because Nepal ma आए भने मान्छेहरु त दंग हुन्छ मान्छेहरु त छक्क पर्छ कि यस्तो डेभलप भएको छ भनेर हैन and in such good ways too and especially when I went to Nepal I saw a completely different side of Nepal that I usually don't see usually Nepal जाँदाखेरि त you hang out with family you only see मन्दिरहरु like चितवनहरु गइन्छ त्यस्तो गरिन्छ but I never saw how developed the youth of Nepal have made Nepal, Kathmandu itself. Yeah, Kathmandu Pokhara je bhaye pani, like the restaurants, the hospitality, the innovation, you know, technology or integrate gareko cha jun pani industry ma. I saw that and dekhera ma ta chhakka pare kya, and I'm thinking to myself like, my Nepali bhaera, I don't know that our Nepal is this developed. How would someone who's non-Nepali ever know Manyasa? Yeah, so I think it's our responsibility, right, to like show that side of Nepal too. Yeah, like people shouldn't just want to go to Nepal because they want to go trekking or they want to go help the poor. People should want to go to Nepal because they want to go vacation, because our country is so beautiful, in that sense, and it's so developed in that sense too. So thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for, you know, sharing all of this. I think this was very, very beautiful conversation, and I hope everyone enjoyed as well. If anybody has any questions, please shout out the questions here, but let me go through some of the comments and see who said what. So Nishma Gurung, yes, unlearning things are hard. Yes, they are. Brinksy underscore R182 said, Mr. Nepal 20, Mr. You mean Miss Nepal 2020? Sonia Lama. Okay. Wait, Sonia Lama? Usko na Lama hai nan ta la.
Lama Ghising, similar.
Okay. Okay, we have Isha Dumjan said, did you please come live with Purnika? Did you please? La Purnika, did you message garnu bhana na hai? Prime Minister of Pageantry, Prashna 3. That's my girl, Ridivya Thapale. Rakesh Bojel, having a good time. Sending love from some Samyamta. Sorry guys, I am messing up these names.
Samyamta.
So proud of you, sis. Rimai Chang Le. All the best, BFF. Samir Gurung. All right. Wow. Sonia, lots of love from Nepal. Lots of love from Nepal. Proud of you, Didi. Hello. Question, Aisam. Sonia, what would you like to suggest to students who are planning to study abroad, right?
मैले कसरी अब्रोड नजाऊ भन्ने म आफै अब्रोड गएर पढिरहेछु सो आई से लाइक गो फर इट किनभने सबैजनाले चान्स पाउँदैन अनि इट्स नट लाइक अब्रोड गयो भन्दैमा त्यहीँ हराउनु पर्छ भन्ने पनि छैन नि त सो लाइक पछि अब्रोड गएर त्यो रिसोर्सेसहरू त्यो नलेजहरूलाई तिमीले लाइक आफ्नो देशमा ल्याउन सक्यो भने त झनै राम्रो लाइक म नजाऊ चाहिँ भन्दैन सो लाइक इफ यु वान गो फर इट
Yeah, I completely agree too, because opportunity tha bhane, if you have the means and resources to go abroad, why not go abroad? Because Bati Aira, I have a lot of friends who also have come abroad, but they come get their education and they know that they have a vision of what they can build back in Nepal. I mean, these are the friends that have developed so much, this karkera, and I think that's so important because even now, even people that are established in Nepal, they come abroad to gain more knowledge, because there's nothing wrong with going abroad to broaden your horizon, because पछि गएर you come back to develop your country, हैन? त्यो देशमै बसेर you can't be stuck in a bubble. You have to learn, come back, unlearn, and then rebuild, हैन? So I think that's very important. So I totally agree with you. How are you? Hello from India, भनेर I saw a bunch of messages. Hello everybody joining from India. Thanks for joining. How are you both dealing with the situation at the moment, Anushka? So I'm assuming you're talking about COVID-19 pandemic situation. So Sonia, how are you dealing with the pandemic?
मैले चाहिँ यो थाइल्यान्डमा अहिले मेरो अनसाइट क्लास हुन्छ भनेर आएको तर अहिले फेरि यहाँ केसेसहरू बढेर फेरि अनलाइन क्लास हुँदैछ बट लाइक अलि सिचुएसन अहिले स्टेबल भएर फेरि फेब्रुअरीबाट आइएम गोइङ युनि अनसाइट क्लासको लागि सो लाइक सो फार मेरो लागि चाहिँ मोस्ट अफ द थिङ्स नर्मल नै छ क्लासेस
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think technology गरेर पनि we are able to do a lot घरमै बसेर पनि. I never thought that like म घरमै बसेर काम गर्न सक्छु भनेर, but who knew यस्तो हुन्थ्यो भनेर यो वर्षमा, हैन, in 2020. And so because of technology, I've been able to continue to work, continue to get a paycheck. So my cousins, my sister, everyone's been able to, घरबाटै school जाने. So I think that's just such a blessing of our times is technology गरेर we're able to still continue with the life. So really blessed in that sense we are, Okay. Wow, okay, all these comments. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read all the comments and process. Sonia, you look so cute, re. Alone ashik re.
Thank you.
Sonia, what is your future plans for Nepal? Gurung ONG is asking.
Nepal. अहिले नै त like I don't know what to say किनभने I have plans तर like I want to show them like पछि आफै गरेर because I don't know कति हुन्छ हुँदैन त्यही भएर अहिलेलाई चाहिँ I don't want to say anything त्यो
Yeah.
बारेमा.
I think no, I think they were talking about Nepal Farkini plans or Nepal. Oops.
अस्ति भर्खरै like फेब्रुअरीमा मात्रै म नेपाल गएर यता हङकङ फर्केको थिएँ. सो लाइक यति सिचुएसनहरू यो कोभिडहरू ठिक भयो अनि हङकङमा यदि क्वारेन्टाइन बस्नु परेन भने I would love to come Nepal.
Yeah, अहिले गाह्रो छ है. It's really hard. I've heard Hong Kong मा कस्तो छ अहिले? Is it I've heard that कुनै कुनै देशबाट if you leave and if you're on a visa फर्किन दिदैन भनेर हैन कति महिनासम्म. Is that the case Hong Kong मा पनि?
No 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 हङकङमा त्यस्तो चाहिँ छैन तर लाइक अहिले चाहिँ हङकङमा 21 days क्वारेन्टाइन बस्नुपर्छ.
Wow. That's
अनि
good.
अनि टाइम पनि जाने.
Hey, oh my gosh. Do you feel safe Hong Kong ma अहिले pandemic ko बेलामा? Like how much do you go out? Like के गर्छौ and do you feel safe just like you know doing the basics?
हङकङमा सेफ नै छ. म हङकङ हुने बेला लाइक मलाई त खासै त्यस्तो केही इफेक्ट पारेकै थिएन.
Yeah. ए अहिले तिमी थाइल्यान्डमा छौ हैन? How do you feel in Thailand? त्यहाँ कस्तो छ?
थाइल्यान्डमा चाहिँ लाइक आई रियली गो आउटसाइड किनभने अहिले अझै मलाई एडप्ट हुन टाइम लाग्दैछ. सो लाइक त्यति बाहिर गएको छैन तर सिचुएसन ठिकै छ यहाँ चाहिँ.
Okay. That's good. Do you go to the beaches? मलाई कस्तो थाइल्यान्ड आउनु मन छ. The beaches and all the places.
But I'm planning very soon.
Yeah. कुन चाहिँ नि? Where are you planning on going?
Krabi.
Ooh. Wow, cute. And then there's Fifi Island, I think, right?
Fifi Island.
Oh my gosh. So this was right before the pandemic and I'm so sad. Like 3 weeks go vacation planning and it's so cheap, right? Thailand, but from one place to others, and like flight later bunny, it's so cheap, it's so affordable, and so like it was like a balling on a budget bunny trip. This yeah, like it was so affordable. And when something planned when I was like, and then the COVID happened, and I was just like, la, I was so sad, but. Oh, that's so beautiful. I know a couple of people from Thailand, and I'm just so jealous that you guys get to live in such a tropical atmosphere. Yeah. Yeah, the snow bird as a oh my god, la. Oh, I have to clean my driveway. But
like कहिले नि स्नो एक्सपिरियन्स नभएर होला मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो स्नो खेल्न मन लागिरहेछ.
Oh, स्नो खेल्नलाई रमाइलो हुन्छ हैन एक दुई घण्टासम्म. And then I think the reality check is when भोलिपल्ट जब स्नो फ्रीज हुन्छ नि त अनि त्यो फ्रीज भएको स्नो ड्राइभवेबाट गाडीबाट निकाल्नलाई oh my god यस्तो गाह्रो हुन्छ. अरे I'm like dreading it भोलि त. All right. I'm from Sikkim. Lots of love from Sikkim. Hi, Rohit Raj Tamang. Lots of love back to you. All right, Lotta. So I think we are pretty much going to wrap up today's session. Sonia, thank you so much for joining. I'm so thankful that Timle, you know, volunteered yourself to do this, and I volunteered you to be the first one, and you accepted it and went along with it. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing all of the great inputs that you shared today. I know as someone living abroad, as a Nepali youth living abroad, I think this was such a great conversation, and I hope that you all were able to take away a lot from this conversation, and you all have been very interactive, so thank you all for that. On that note, I will see you all next Sunday. Again, Sundays with Sujita with another guest of mine and a different topic. But until then, everyone, stay blessed, stay thankful, and I will see you all next week with my cup of tea for Sundays with Sujita. Thank you, Sonia.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.